divide using long division, where we have 5x squared minus 9x minus 7 over x minus 4. So for the long division method, we put the denominator outside and we put the numerator in this this little house, I believe it's sort of referred to. So there are 4 steps in long division that you sort of repeat. So the first step is to estimate. The second step is to multiply. The third is to subtract. And the fourth is to bring down. So let's do that. The first thing we have to do is estimate. And in this case, we want to estimate the first term of the polynomial with the first term of the polynomial inside the house with the first term of the polynomial outside the house. So we want to estimate 5x squared over x. And dividing that, we get 5x. So we want to put 5x up here. Right? And then the next step would be to multiply. So in this case, we want to multiply 5x with x minus 4. So 5x times x minus 4, using the distributive law, we get 5x squared minus 20x. So now we want to write that under here. Then the next step would be to subtract. So in this case, what you want to do is you want to put a minus sign over the whole thing. And then what this does is change the sign. So when you distribute this negative back in, this negative 5 squared is going to become negative. And this 20x is going to become positive. So when we subtract, the 5x squared is going to cancel out with this negative 5x squared. And then we have 9x plus 20x, which is going to give us positive 11x. And the last step is to bring down the next term. So in this case, it's negative 7. So now after doing this, we repeat again. So let's erase all the scratch work here so that we can do more scratch work. So now we want to estimate this 11x into x. So dividing 11x by x, we get 11. So the next term we want to put in is 11. So then when we multiply 11 times x minus 4, we get 11x minus 44, right? So bringing that down, 11x minus 44. And then when we subtract, this negative is going to turn this into a minus 11x and into a plus 44. So then when we subtract, this 11x is going to cancel out with this 11x, and then we have negative 7 plus 44, which gives us 37. And now we can't estimate 37 into x minus 4 because there's no more x's left, right? So this is the remainder. And how we write the remainder is that we add the remainder over the original denominator. So the answer is 5x plus 11 plus 37 over x minus 4. And if you're never sure of these methods and you have a little bit of time, there's a good way to check. And that way is to multiply this denominator with this base number and then add the remainder term. So in order to check, what we want to do is we want to multiply 5x plus 11 times x minus 4 and add 37. And we want to see if that's equal to what's in the house, basically. So 5x squared minus 9x minus 7. That's the equation you want to do to check to see whether you've divided correctly. So solving on the left, we FOIL this, we get 5x squared minus 20x plus 11x minus 44 plus 37. And simplifying, we get 5x squared minus 20x plus 11x gives us minus 9x. And then negative 44 plus 37 is going to give us minus 7. So this checks out, which means that our original solution was correct.